Yo, they added the Aliensrock van to Polybridge 3. Get in the van and I'll show you my alien. Yeah, this is an official vehicle added to the game in an official weekly level. And what a level this is. If you don't know, every single week they release a new level which everyone has 1 week to get the highest score on the leaderboard for stress and budget. And this is a level with 5 hydraulic phases. So first there's a hydraulic phase, then the bulldozer goes, which has a pre-built muscle attached to it. And I imagine it stops at a stop sign, and then there's 3 hydraulic phases to pick up this UFO, which has infinite speed, acceleration, and horsepower. And then it'll go over to its flag, drop the UFO off into my trailer, in which I can harvest it and take its technology for myself at the flag over here. Seems fun, but the mechanism seems pretty tricky here. It is nice that you start out with the hydraulic phase, because I think that can actually let me line up the hydraulics that I want. Because I'm almost thinking I have dangling hydraulics kind of coming from the wheel spokes. Maybe a rope to keep it together. And then each one would have like maybe 2 roads that almost act as claws. Because what I want each of these claws to do is kind of close up to grab the alien. I don't know if springs are a good idea, but I'm thinking like even a hydraulic here might get it done. And I'll start with the mechanism here. So in the A phase, it will be pulled up so it doesn't hit this landmark. I'm not gonna contract yet. But then it'll come on over to B, and then the C phase will happen, where it'll lower itself around the UFO. Then the D phase will happen where the hydraulic contracts, hopefully grabbing the UFO, again like a claw. And then in the E phase, it'll be pulled back up, go over to the flag, in which then it will be released. And that's the idea. Does it work? I don't know. I'm not quite sure if a rope here is the best idea. Thankfully, due to springs, I can dodge that rock. That is kind of nice. But let's see how it grabs it. It's kind of swinging a bit now. Oh no, I might have grabbed something else. I'm not the best at the claw game here. I got the wrong thing. No! Damn it, wouldn't it have worked otherwise? So I bring it over here. Okay, we're breaking the road. And there it goes right into my van. Wait, no, I've got the wrong guy. No! So, little changes need to be made. How about I start with this rope here? I think this could actually just be spring. Maybe do something more like that. And I think we'll just hit things along the way. I mean, that's why it's spring, so it can take the hit. Ideally, I'd want to pull it even higher, but you can't always get what you want. But here it's got a bit less swing. Let's see though, is it better? No, I still got some swing. If it doesn't hit the static thing, it probably won't swing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this left side road and just raise it. You know what? Both of these roads, they're going up. Maybe it'll at least donk it less. It donks it all the same, but who knows? Maybe it'll just magically swing to the UFO and catch it this time. Oh? Oh? I think I got it. Oh, please don't drop it. It's a little bit narrower this way. Oh, it's gonna be close. Yes, it's over. It's over. He's in. He's upside down. Wait, did it not expand? I thought it was supposed to expand. Ah, okay. It didn't expand. I guess it was unenabled. This is fine, though. It can work. Okay, now drop it. Yes. Yeah. He's in. There he goes. All right. I kind of want him to sit kind of cleanly in there. You know why this thing was so wobbly? It's because I didn't have a spring here. If I attach a spring here, it'll actually come up and it looks pretty rigid. It continues to be rigid. I also made it dodge the rock. But now when it comes down, look at this smooth pickup. Sure, it kind of hits the other things there, but that's a clean UFO pickup. And check this out, check this out. Moving on over, not running into anything, just dropping the UFO cleanly into my trailer. I'll do the rest. So now the main thing is avoiding the headroom on this middle part. Like, I gotta make a road that kind of curves up, but again, be careful of the headroom, because I got these satellite dishes telling everyone about the aliens from the safety of my van, so I gotta make sure there's good headspace. Really quick, what's the height of my van? 2.5 meters about? If I do something that barely dips down at all, what's the height here? 2.7? Hold on though. I've actually got to measure from here. 2.63, it's pretty close. I think this could work. Anyways, if I've learned anything from low stress, it's that over-unders are king. And on average, this is a pretty safe bridge. Let's find out, though. Also, it's important that I don't knock the fridge down onto my bridge. That was something I think I accidentally did once. Not today, though. All right, don't let me down. Oh, the bridge is just good. It's just good. Love to see it. Now, I have early access to it, so I guess that's the reason I'm not placed on the leaderboard. I would be 4th out of 6. But instead of going for low budget, I think it'd actually be more fun to go for low stress. I've been enjoying that lately, so I'm gonna try that. I want to see right now what gets the most stressed. Hopefully it's nothing that's part of the spring part. Oh, what the? Hydraulic up here gets kind of stressed. What about when holding the UFO? Oh, that holds beautifully. What about when releasing? Only a little bit, so it really is just the actual bridge. And let's see when, where, why. Okay, so it's a wood down here. Left side looks good. All right, let's start with the basic stuff. Gonna replace this with the steel. Get it a little lower down. And this road is stressed because it's angled down. If I could maybe get this to a grid, I'd probably be a lot better off. I could also go cable. And then, I mean, this piece looked pretty bad. These pieces both did. We can make them steel. And already that should be a good start, but I imagine the bottom steel should be bad. And I mean, those could always just be steel muscles, so I don't see how that's a problem. That really is the only stressed piece. How does this do? Oh, so much better. Left side's actually worse now, which can be fixed. I would definitely be first on this leaderboard, but I'm my own competition. Steeled up. Definitely calls for a steel muscle. And already it's looking a lot better, except for the roads, which, I mean, still is a lot overall better. And with that in mind, I could trust that up easily. Yeah, it's all the left side. You know what, then? Let's just keep going with the steel truss on top. Oh, but I can't because there's a no-build zone. Ooh, gotta be careful then. Well, how about just the partial truss then? This is already so much better. Oh, I see 43, 47 max, and that's just random steel in the middle. Well, now the worst stress is still on a wood, so that's the easy replacement. Next is on a road, which is what I was trying to prevent. Does it get better, actually, if I attach it here? It might, but then it might have more stress on the steel muscle. I still have money to work with, so that's not a problem to me. Oh, that is significantly better, but it is the steel muscle that's the problem. Of course. Why not? I mean, I still have money left. I might as well just do the cheap band-aid of just making the more steel go towards the point. I did notice that this cable was kind of getting bad. I think I'll just do another cable to the middle of the muscle, and I assume that'll help all the same. Oh, it looks so much better on the right side, except for one little piece, the road. How about a sharpened up middle? Does that actually take a little stress off the sides? It's almost all steel, but I don't think it actually needs to be steel. Some of it just needs to be tall, like wood stabilizers. No, it doesn't need to be steel. It's actually just one piece that's stressed. If I bump it out, does that make it better? Oh, that does. Awesome. Low 40%. Let's at least get below 40% maybe. Oh, it's on the roads though. Ah, those sons of bitches. Hardest ones to deal with. This is about as on budget as I'm gonna get. Ah, it still stresses the road a ton. Head and shoulders above everybody else. I can't tell if it's under tension or compression here. I diverted the force to the steel right under it, and that works a lot better. Oh, okay. Way under 40%. Now that's what we call a safe bridge. Let's try another weekly challenge level, and this one has a checkpoint that's underwater. You know, if you touch the water, you lose, right? Well, actually, the level will only fail if the vehicle's wheels touch the water line. So are you telling me I gotta use the top of the vehicle to touch the star? You know, where the people are, that's going underwater? And to be specific, it looks like the vehicle goes to the stop sign, then there's a hydraulic phase or two, then it'll hit the star, then there's another 2 hydraulic phases, then it'll continue and go and get the flag. So these roads come with the level, and I have to imagine that I have to create some sort of carriage for the minivan here and basically flip it upside down. And let me check something. I think this node came with the level. The distance here is 3 meters going up. The distance going down 3 meters puts me about here. So if this node is my pivot point for the whole thing, then I'm pretty sure I'll touch the star. Pretty sure. I could do like a cable to support it. But I think I'll need a bit more support. But for now, I'll use my 8 roads to build on the side. Probably just preemptively do a split joint here. And I'm pretty sure I could just do a steel support here. Like, I just want to brace this joint more. Nice and simple. So if I just box this up, how do I get it to pivot? It's got to do a 180-degree flip. Oh, and it can't get in the way of the other roads. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to like take this first road and just kind of pull it out of the way just to make sure it doesn't get hit by the vehicle. Wait, I'm not actually sure if this will pivot at all. Like, let's just say I do a really simple pivot. Nothing that's actually meant to matter. On the bridge, a car comes in. The middle isn't even gonna like rotate. Oh, actually it does. I did pull this one road out of the way wrong. I didn't think about that. You know what? What if I got rid of the woods and just had this steel instead be a hydraulic? That can stay with the road. It probably will dodge. Yeah, pivot's fine. And actually, you can see it's not coming close to hitting the road. So that's a good support. So this isn't bad. I'm really tempted to go back to my old video with Argolin to figure out how the hell a 180-degree turn went. You know what? Fuck it. I will. Be right back. I've returned with knowledge. My goal is to make this wood piece rotate 180 degrees. So I've set up a little bit of a network of effectively 3 static joints. This here is static because it's anchored into the bridge statically. This here is static because again, it's anchored into the bridge. And this here is static, and it'll also be the point in which the wood piece rotates around. The hydraulic is connected to an engine, which is kind of connected in a different way to the wood piece. Now I'm hoping that just building this separately can make sure I have the idea down, because once the hydraulic starts going, you can almost see it rotate 180 degrees and then back cleanly. So now I just need to do that to the big bridge. And I could take away the stabilizers just to kind of show everything that really is important. And if we're looking at the ending place of just these 2 pieces, which I'll mark in wood, the ending 2 positions are here for the short one and here for the long one, which means this node goes here, this node goes here. Now, if I want, I think I could just literally take this, kind of paste it in here, and if it's gonna rotate 180 degrees, I guess I could just kind of link it up with steel. Say, all right, you're connected here, and I'll bisect this, I guess. What did I bisect? Oh, everything. Yeah, perfect. It's locked in. So then I've just got to make the other static joint, and then the third and final static joint, which is a bit messy, yes. But I wonder if it just works. Let's see. There goes the rotation. It rotates too quickly. It's too good. I can't get this road out of the way. Okay, here's a plan. What if I just have no connection here? But I do have a steel connection here just to make sure it stays rigid. And then I try pulling this in this direction, because that might be a faster pull. Well, it is faster. It still hits. And there it goes. All right, something broke. I mean, like, there's a lot of reasons a break could have happened. First could be that the van is actually bouncing around within the box. And if that's what's happening, I have an idea for how I'm going to approach this. Get rid of steel, get rid of steel, get rid of steel. I'm actually going to have a hydraulic inside the box to almost kind of clamp down on the edges to prevent it from going anywhere. These hydraulics should not go very far, probably like 10%. And then they're really just supposed to kind of claw in on it. And we'll see if that helps. But I may have to mess around with the numbers. Let's see, it's grabbed it. It's the road that gets in the way. New idea. What if this just isn't a split joint? What if this here's the split joint? And instead, this other road just comes along for the ride. That way it definitely won't hit the van. I wouldn't be surprised if a different steel breaks. And there it goes. Okay, it's part of the engine. Let me beef up this engine then a little bit. It's something you're allowed to do. I don't know if it will work, but you're certainly allowed to try. You can look at the stress too, just to see how bad it gets as it goes. Oh! And back up it goes for a little bit. Ooh, I wonder if I just didn't clamp down hard enough. Oh, actually, here's an idea. Hydraulic controller, okay? So everything's gonna go to bring it down to the star. And I'm gonna have C just not have any hydraulics go. Because after we hit the star, I'm gonna have this happen in 2 phases. The first phase is that the hydraulic will bring it back up. The second phase is that it will be released from its claw. That might work. Oh, this would be beautiful. But I may have to adjust the claw itself. Because it still moves around it. If it shifts around, that's a bad sign. Ooh, and doubly bad if that breaks. Now the question is this. If I can get it to stop shifting around, can I also get it to stop braking? It still brakes all the same there. And it's a steel that breaks. Well, there's only one way to beef up the engine further, and that would be putting in more nodes. But I want to do it without making it wider. So I'm going to make this like a pentuple muscle, which is almost sacrilege, but it is just more steel. It's over the same area, because I still just got them all facing there. It's just a denser muscle. It's significantly more swole. And it's significantly less stressed, although it does have its flashes. Oh, what broke? Road broke. Curious. Probably was under tension. What if I have tension going to the hydraulic here? Just the cable. Because I think that's probably the source of the tension. Oh yeah, it gets pretty stressed. And oh no! Ah, my mega muscle. It's so sad. Shameless steel spam. The septuple muscle. God help us all. That's a lot of steel in there, just overlapping. How does it all fit in there? How can you get so much steel in so little space? Isn't it like betraying the laws of physics? Maybe. It also doesn't seem to help. So goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. So the issue I noticed is that the only thing actually getting stressed is the furthest right part of the muscle. So maybe I just need to like overload the right side of the muscle. Just putting the nodes right where they need to be, but not necessarily adding much more stress there. Oh, damn. Oh, we can see a work with a brake. Yeah, that clicks, and then... Why didn't the hydraulics go? Oh, I guess I forgot to have them go during E. All right, but there's a break, unfortunately. There's a break in this piece. That's what broke. Maybe if I take the other new parts of the muscle, kind of almost make a bit of a T. The T muscle. The diagonal T. Does it work? The diagonal T! The Tyler muscle. And we got a click. A beautiful bridge with the 180 swing. Can I get a half budget? Pretty bad for stress. Also pretty bad for budget. That's kind of funny. I did really overbuild it outside of there, to be fair. Okay, well, I noticed this hydraulic probably doesn't actually do anything just because of the direction it swings. I probably also don't need a lot of these pieces. Like, let's see just how many steels I can get rid of and have it still work. I guess not that one. Maybe a rope on the sides. Yeah, those were never part of the problem. That's good. I could probably get away with like wood in here. Parts of the flip. It doesn't really undergo any stress. Not really. All right, if I'm getting rid of steel anywhere, it's probably gonna be on the right side. There's no way all of that needs to be there. There's no way. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I could probably support this with a single steel here, and some of these should just be woods. Then I gotta go for just a very cheeky connection here. I think it's rope this has to hang in. I think it's tension. Yep, still static. The rope gets a little stressed, and actually that's probably what went. You could be cable then. Yeah, it holds up the central point, but still works. Do I even need steel at all here? Like, maybe I could get away with a wooden even wall brace, or maybe a single steel here. Yeah, really cheap support. 4,000 to go. I don't suspect it'll take much longer. I certainly don't need some of these massive steel pieces. I could just brace it with steel from the side. I mean, it might not even need to be steel. Probably could just be wood. Oh, shoot. I gave it a chance to flex. All right, flex no more. Oh, it may still flex. Damn. Yeah, I think I need one more triangle. Okay, 2,300 to go. Do I really need all these steels on the rotatey boy? I mean, if I convert a smaller wood to a steel, that might be just as fine. It's an improvement. Out of curiosity, if this hydraulic was a rope, does that change how the bridge works? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's a nice save. $272. Tiny wood here. Bump it up. Just under. There's definitely a trillion things to shave on this bridge still, but that is half budget. How do people do this for so cheap? This is the cheapest one that doesn't have much node spam. So you drop off some roads into the void, and then... Oh, wow, that isn't failing. So people aren't really flipping it over if they're trying to get it for cheap. That turns into a swing. Okay, that's very cool. And yeah, it seems like everyone who got it cheap just kind of lowered it. Wow. This appears to be the cheapest one that actually flips it backwards. It's not a full 180, but I mean, it doesn't need to be. Just drops a lot more of the bridge into the void. Definitely a much more efficient use than trying to do a 180. That's probably how I would have done it, or closer to how I would have done it if I didn't look up the Argolin video. This one has a hell of a flip. I mean, the whole right side is just kind of wiggly as it goes back up. I can't believe those meet without breaking. Wow. This is almost mesmerizing design. The way it kind of curls up in the middle and then comes back. The circle of hydraulics, the ring. Why are there so many hydraulics on this design? I don't know. Oh, because it's low stress. It has 12% stress. That's why. Yeah, these weekly challenges are fun. They really bring out the creativity in the Polybridge community. Let me know if you want to see more of them. And thank you again to the Polybridge devs for adding me to the game. Hope to see a lot more Aliensrock vans out there. And thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next episode of Polybridge. Probably going to be low stress. Have a wonderful day and peace.